coming through, you're going to use at least 2 spells to be able to try and secure a lot of these kills. Ooh, Coddle of the Light. All right, this is good, right? These melee cores.
When are we expecting XinQ to even start to actually top lane Kaka? There we go, first blood. Ghost able to snipe it from downtown. Xxs hero, but I do think back in the day when he had his kind of longer performance on CDC, I think the OD was one of his best heroes, and we're going to see him be able to snipe a kill. Even XinQ's going to try and come in the neighborhood just in case to pump in some damage. He will be forced to use the Sanities. Wonder if he tries to go for SumaiL now. What's he going to consider on XM? 3 points in Astral can potentially set up for XinQ. He's not close enough to get the roll, but it will set up for DY's blast off. And Kaka is going to have to watch on the side and idly do nothing. They'll even TP the Phoenix, but that too will not stop Xtreme Gaming as DY rewarded with the double kill. And
nice rotation has to be said from the supports as well. Making sure to give him a bit of an easier time.
DY. Oh my god, this guy is crazy. That was a really good timing of the blast off, just predicting that Kaka was there. I mean, this is going to be... If he can get out of this one somehow, I'd be quite impressed. But yeah, Xxs wants a little bit of gold, a little bit of experience as well. So DY will make him work for it, but at least he was able to get the Wisdom Room, and XinQ got the other Wisdom Room as well. I do want to go back to this build on XM. Vital thing for Aster supports, and losing both those Wisdom Rooms going to hurt it. So it looks like maybe bringing all these members over, even Ghost as well. They might be able to get the kill, but they're going to be cautious again. I think that's Monet tipping him with the threat of the Chrono. If they group up, it's going to be on to 2, and Xxs. He's outside of the bubble, so he can get the Chakram damage to secure the first kill. Nice. What a blast off, though. Stops him mid-dive, and now Ghost, he won't be able to turn it back around, though. Xxs still proving to be a bit of a threat, but maybe with XinQ nearby, and even JT comes all the way down from the southern side of the map, as why not have a 10-man brawl 10 minutes into the game?
Either from Xtreme Gaming, and I would be surprised if it wasn't XinQ being the one to call a lot of this. I mean, SumaiL has been able to secure finally one of those power runes, but I mean, it's not going to be enough. You're hard to catch, but not if you put yourself in a vulnerable position like that. They're going to be able to do it just with these 3 heroes? I'm not sure.
I think with the mines, yeah.
Yeah, with mines, I suppose.
But they're such a high level on the supports, dude. That's so crazy. XM's not going to hesitate with dropping the hammer. It's a pretty good egg over to the right side as well. They'll trade supports and get out. I think some of the bigger ancients are still left standing, so at least Aster's going to be able to claim that. That was the person you were kind of highlighting to start the day as well. That Ghost has had some incredible showing so far. We're going to see them try and make the attempt onto Xxs. Already used the chain. It's going to be up in a couple of seconds, but the damage that's been dealt, they can chase him down with the slows. And meanwhile, bottom lane as well, the action continuing to break out, but the Supernova's going to get used. Monet's got the Chrono to potentially turn it as well. With the SumaiL off for the outskirts, they've got the damage. That is a much-needed combo of spells from Aster to get the double kill. Positioning is ever so vital for these Aster heroes. We spoke about how squishy they are.
Kaka's positioning is so good, though.
Nice sidestep. SumaiL able to dodge it. They'll go for XinQ now. It's a great jump in from JT onto both supports, and Alpichio's in some danger. It's a dive back to the tier 2 tower. Meanwhile, Xxs, though, he's actually looking to fight, trying to cast some spells on the XinQ, but the rest of Xtreme going to be able to move on over. Still
satisfied, not happy, but satisfied if you're Aster with this sort of situation. Have to be careful, though, walking underneath this vision.
Both sides have a ward there.
Xxs is way too deep. I mean, SumaiL's going to do his best to try and push out this wave, but the range creep will die, so backdoor protection's still there. But XinQ, this is a deep dive. He wants to take out Kaka. He wants to slow down that blink dagger timing.
And they'll Monet. They're actually going to jump in. It's a lot of damage with the help of Pichio. They'll be able to kill off the Outward Devourer. Can they get more valuable kills, though, as JT holds Monet down, and DY gets the extra control required. Ghost is not going to mess around as well. We'll push SumaiL and the Phoenix back to the high ground.
That extra 3% max amount of bonus from the Null Talisman, if he keeps it, is going to be quite nice for him. The Astral cast range, because the Ags did change. So I think now is go time for them.
Aster even going to start to bring their numbers down. Monet's not here with the team at the moment.
Look at that back
Early use of the supernova. It's a pretty good egg. They're not going to be able to address it to start the fight. Monet will finally show up. Chrono clipping onto 2. They're going to be able to deal with the dinosaur, but can they deal with Ghost afterwards? He repositions over to the right side, but Aster having all their ultimates on cooldown will not be able to fight with this second round. So XinQ and XM charge into the middle. They're going to be able to catch up to Monet. Have they got the stun control? Yes, they do. XinQ's perfect with the timing. As Xtreme, they find through it. Really, the experience is another big thing, but Xtreme, they don't want to stop. It's another super aggressive play from them. Like we've spoken a lot, cooldowns, it's going to be a pivotal thing whether they're up or not. And currently with Aster not having the Chrono or the egg, means that Xtreme going to be able to get the kill onto Kaka. And this gives them firm control of the triangle, so they can cut top, they can cut mid. Might have it. Oh, nice roll. XinQ kicks Xxs back out of the tower. They will be able to drain all his damage, and meanwhile Ghost is going to pump it out. The Sunray unable to do enough to keep him alive.
Crazy amount of utility that they've got here, and they've even got that full axe on the primal too.
How do they start? Is JT the target? Monet's going to run straight to DY. That'll kind of signal what's going on. Xtreme can play accordingly. It's not, the Razor's not the person you're going to be able to bring down to start, especially with the Lotus Orb given over an early supernova. Ghost is trying to turn, it's going to force Monet to have to drop the Chronosphere, and that's where XM can come into play. But the Astral protects him for the moment. Everything has been used from Aster. Can they still come out on top as XM? An aggressive jump into the middle. Monet's going to look to turn, but JT holds him down, slams him into the ground, but there's just no damage from Aster. XM has nothing to fear. A triple kill, and is going to look for the Ultra as well. JT snipes it, but they will be rewarded in the end. A 4-for-1 exchange is Xtreme.
Well, that's not good.
They're going to try and take a fight, DY. Just Kaka's health just evaporates. XM's a little bit too late, but there's the Hex reveal. And there's the burst. No Chrono now to work with. And it's not going to be enough just with Peachio. I mean, he's been able to do a ridiculous amount of damage inside the fights, but it's all Xtreme, and they're going to look for the finishing blow. Nothing for them to worry about. They will force a buyback out of Monet. He's going to TP straight into the Hex. Monet, a dieback. And that'll be it. Xtreme, they can walk it down. And they're the G's. What a start, Xtreme. They'll take game 1 30 minutes in.
I think this was just Xtreme Gaming outplaying them. I honestly.